How you doing, guys? No, I was going to ask you individually, not as... How are you? And you? Nah, fuck it, let's all do it once. How you doing? Good, look at all your lovely fucking faces. Holy shit, we got Van Morrison in the audience. It's more like Truck Morrison. Actually, fucking looking at Andrew's face now, he's just got resting cunt face. It's not his fault. My name's Mike Osborne. As Ryan said, it is good to be here. I feel like I need to introduce myself right at the top, because now at least one or two you look at me and thinking, fuck me. Sue Perkins has gone downhill since the Great British Bake Off. What the fuck happened? I don't know, Denise, but she's got a beard. She can fucking hear you. It's not that TV. So yeah, it's good to be here. It's good to fucking be here. I love doing comedy, man. I love doing comedy, because fuck real work. Don't know how you people do it. I don't know how the fuck you do it. I had a real job once, and this woman I work with, she came in after the weekend. She's like, you know what, Mike? I've won a lottery. I'd still come into work. Because I love it. I love the people. Fuck off, Karen. I won £5 on a scratch card, never went back. Fuck 'em. Fuck 'em. I used to work in a phone shop. I don't anymore. And I still kind of keep up with it. Has anybody got the new iPhone? Yeah? One person has? Who was that? What's it called, my love? The new iPhone, what's it called? Yes, it's shit, but yeah. The iPhone X shit. Yeah, right? Does everybody know that the new names of the iPhones, the iPhone XS, the iPhone XS Max, and the iPhone XR, which hasn't been released yet, which are stupid fucking names, right? But that's because they narrowly dodged a PR fucking disaster, right? Because last year they released two phones. They released the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 9. And they announced that in September, as they usually do. And this year, they were getting ready to announce their new phones, the iPhone 9 and the iPhone 11, in September. 9/11, September. Imagine the fucking shock in the office. Like, we can't do this. We can't do this. We were going to pre-install Flight Simulator and the copy of the Quran. Get that shit off of it. Oh, my God. What the fuck happens when you turn it to flight mode? Dodge that bullet. Shit like that starts conspiracy theories. Fucking love conspiracy theories. They're fucking retarded, but I do like them. Because, I mean, if anything, I'm quite good at arguing. I really like winning. Basically, to the point where I'm seriously considering just cutting both my hands off, just so I can walk into a palm readers and be like, your move, dickhead. But, right, I was having an argument with a gentleman who was completely convinced that the Earth is flat. It's current fucking year. These people exist. They walk among us and they can vote. It's not okay. It's not. So I'm walking into this blind. I'm using my usual tricks of logic and reason on this guy, right? So I'm talking about the conservation of angular momentum. That means objects over a certain size in a vacuum will become spherical. It's also the exact same principle as to why when you recoil the cord on the vacuum cleaner, twats you on the shin on the way past. It's fucking science. Showing the guy a picture of the Earth from space and it's pretty fucking round. His entire counter-argument was this. I said, what the fuck is that? He said, you try that on an exercise ball, see how fucking far you get. He was right. I nearly killed myself. But, right, I figured out a way to beat him, right? After we've been talking for a while, I thought, all I'm going to do is I'm going to out-crazy him. I'm just going to go one step beyond. Like madness taught us, right? So basically, after we'd stopped talking about the Earth being flat, he went on to how we'd never landed on the moon in 1969. So you know what I did? I just locked eyes with him. I laughed in his face. And I said, you think there's a moon? Don't you know the Jews stole it? Now he believes everything I say. I've got this guy driving around town thinking that the world's governments are being controlled by a secret cabal called the Bilderberg group. You'll get that one on the way home. It was very clever. But Monty, who was on earlier, actually, I live with Monty. Like, that shit rubs off on you as well. Like, we were talking about Robin Williams. It's a very sad thing. And I actually learned, when me and Monty were talking about Robin Williams' suicide, I learned that he actually slit his wrists and then hung himself. And my first thought was, is that the first halal suicide? He thought it was funny. Because he's fucking right. It's not nice, but it is funny. Any science fiction fans in? No, because they're all at home on their own. I fucking love me some science fiction, which is why I do all of my shopping in Aldi. Yeah, basically, because I figure that's about as close I'm ever going to get to experiencing a parallel universe. So now you walk in, they got all your favourite brands. Then you get up close and there's something a bit wrong. Instead of Magners, it's all the bottles of Blagners. The tubs of I can totally believe that that's not butter. Actually, I think that's fucking lube. What the Ugh. Oh, it's okay. They got Rice Krispies. Oh, no. No, that says Snap, Crackle, and Keith. It's not right, is it? It's not right. It's not right. I like to help out as well. Very giving person, doesn't always go to plan, right? So I was walking through town earlier on the way here. This guy stopped me in the street. He's a bit of a rough-looking guy. Stopped me and said to me, big issue, please. And I felt fucking dreadful, because I didn't have a copy to give him. I've got no idea where you get the big issue from. I've never seen it on sale anywhere. I assume he was collecting them. He had loads on him. So I thought, you know what? I'll give what I can. Offered him a copy of Ideal Home magazine. He was not a fan. Punched me directly in the throat and stole my wallet. I know, beggar's belief, doesn't it? So, it actually reminds me of a time. I'm going to leave you on this quick story. It reminds me of a time I was doing a gig. I was doing a gig in town, over the other side of town. I went to get some food beforehand. I went to the KFC just up by Lime Street. I'd literally just sat down with my food. My arse had barely touched the seat, and this guy walked up to my table and was like, "Excuse me, mate." I don't know where he was from either. "Excuse me, mate. I was wondering if you can help me out. I'm sleeping on the streets, and I'm homeless." And I thought, I'm glad he qualified that, because if it's just I'm sleeping on the streets, like, go home, dickhead. That can't be comfortable. So he's like, "I'm sleeping on the streets, and I'm homeless. And first off, as you can see, I'm not a smackhead." I fucking love that. I think all sales pitches should start that way. It's like you get a call at the house, like, "Good afternoon, is that Mrs. Brown? Mrs. Brown, it's Derek from Eon. And first off, I'm not a smackhead." It's just nice to know who you're dealing with, isn't it? She's like, "I was wondering if you can help me out. I'm sleeping on the street, blah, blah, blah. And I was just wondering if you can put some money in my hand just so I can get some chips." And I said, "Look, mate, I'm really sorry." Well, I didn't do that. He heard my change. Everyone who's laughed at that is an absolute fucking evil bastard who really wanted to laugh at the halal suicide joke but were embarrassed to do so. No, it's just like, every single one of you motherfuckers is like, "Have you got any change?" Like, "No, this is where I keep it." Right here all the time. I was like, "Look, mate, I'm really sorry. I've just used all the money that I've got to get this meal. But if you just watch me sit down, I haven't even touched this food. You are more than welcome to grab that seat opposite. We're just going to share this meal as two people." And I'll never forget what he said. Because he looked at me. And he smiled. And he said, "Fuck off, knobhead." Then he punched me in the throat and stole my wallet. I mean, go through a lot of wallets. Right, you guys have been absolutely fucking all right. How many of you enjoyed me? Thanks for keeping it to your fucking selves. You got a great show ahead of you. I've been Mike Osborne. Thanks very much.